second round matchup happening this weekend via a gentleman sweep for the Denver Nuggets over the Los Angeles Lakers, and then a straight up sweep for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Last year, the Nuggets gave the Timberwolves a gentleman sweep. This is their third year with Ant-Man going to the postseason. I see Ant-Man ascending like crazy ascending. We're hearing all these Michael Jordan comparisons. Uh, I mean, the kid has got bounce. He's one of the fiercest competitors I see in the game as far as these young guys go. He's got a heck of a team. We're not even talking about Karl Anthony Towns the same way that we used to be now that he's teamed up with Ant. I think that this series could go 6, 7 games, man. I'm gonna wait till the end to give a pick, but this could be a series. This could be a fun series to watch.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be super entertaining. I think knocking off the Suns the way they did, I think Minnesota's confident. I think they're gonna come into the series with a lot of confidence, which is gonna help them. I think they feel like if we can beat the Suns and KD and those guys, we probably can beat anybody. The Nuggets, I mean Jamal Murray's calf, he wasn't gonna maybe play in that last Lakers game, but he's probably gonna have like a week off. I think they play Saturday. He probably had like close to a week off, so hopefully he's healthy. This comes down to the big men. Obviously, they were able to play well against the Suns, and I just think the Suns didn't put up too much resistance on them. I think Jokic is going to be a bigger problem than what they just faced. So, can will Cat and Rudy go back to being the Cat and Rudy that we know? Uh, that's the biggest thing. Those guys have to keep up the production that they were doing, and then they have to figure out how they're going to slow down Jokic. So. Uh, Same thing I thought the Suns would do, kind of try to run Rudy Gobert off the court, but they didn't do that. So we'll see how it plays out. I think that, like I said, I think the Timberwolves are going to come in confident. I kind of don't have a pick right now. I'll probably take Denver. Let's see how well KCP plays defense on Ant-Man. I think the Suns' biggest problem is that they just didn't have someone young enough and athletic enough to stay with Ant-Man, which it's another problem within itself because I think Devin Booker or Bradley Beal had to take on that challenge, but that's another story for another day. And the Suns didn't have a point guard. The Nuggets are a well-oiled machine, so it's going to be a tougher matchup. I'm going to take the Nuggets in 6.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really want to get too much into the Suns. I never believed in what the Suns were doing, even when they made the trade, because again, the biggest thing was there was no point guard for this team. You were expecting coming into it, you were expecting either Booker or Beal to two guards, like true two guards, to facilitate an offense. That's just not going to happen. And I mean, you talk about Rudy Gobert. The Suns were never equipped to run him off the floor. They had
That's
three guys.
debatable.
I
I
don't.
think
I
if
don't
you
think so. What? Because what legitimate big man did you have over there?
you could
You
put KD
bring
at
up
the
Yusuf
5.
Nurkic.
You can put KD at the 5.
Yeah, but
The Clippers, the Clippers
K,
put Terrence, the Clippers put like Terrence Mann at the 5 the year that they beat the Jazz to make it to the conference finals. You can put KD at the 5. It's gonna kill you rebounding a little bit, probably, but like Rudy Gobert doesn't have the post up ability to really punish KD down there. I mean, I'm
K,
living with that. If you're gonna throw the ball into Gobert 60 times and see if he can try to beat up on KD, I'm living with that.
KD has lost a step. Can we say that?
Yeah, that's obvious.
That was my biggest thing there. I didn't feel like they were. I know you said it's debatable. I don't feel like they were well. They clearly weren't equipped to take on Ant Man at all. And you know what I'm gonna say. It wasn't even a Rudy Gobert problem. You got Twin Towers that you got to deal with over there, and that team was not equipped to take on those two at the same time.
I think Frank Vogel. I think you played Josh Okogie a little earlier. He was their like defensive player last year. A little athletic. He like he comes with that energy. I think that takes some pressure off of Bradley Beal and especially because Grayson Allen got hurt. I think you put Josh Okogie in that starting lineup. I mean, he kills you offensively a little bit, but like you put him in there to try to slow down Ant-Man a little bit and take the pressure off of Booker and Beal. So, and then you could play Thaddeus Young. I see Thaddeus Young on their bench. They could have tried some lineups. I think he lived and died with kind of what got them there, and that was his problem.
Well, I'll tell you what, I think with this series, it's not going to come down to guard play because I think Jamal Murray's a problem. The only reason why they didn't win a championship sooner is because they didn't have Jamal Murray in the postseason to do it. They had him last year. They went through that run and won it pretty convincingly, and they're back to running back again. Obviously, we've said enough about Ant Man. I think that that's going to be a fun matchup to watch between those two. I think that this comes down to the bigs, and Jokic is not KD. He's not Nurkic. Jokic is going to run Gobert off the floor. And then it's up to Karl Anthony Towns. What are you going to do? Let's go back to all the things that we have said about you in the past, that you are soft, that you cannot compete with these other elite bigs in this league. Are you going to continue to let that narrative run? Or are you going to take account to the fact that you have the best team that you've ever played on in your entire career? And it's a realistic thing to say that they can get it done. Will they get it done? We don't know, but they can get it done. It's going to come down. It's going to come down to Cat versus Jokic.
The guard play is gonna be fun because you got Mike Conley guarding Jamal Murray, which should be fun, and then you got KCP guarding Ant-Man, so that should be fun. Whoever kind of wins their defensive matchup there will be interested to see. I think Gobert. I think the series is better for Gobert than the Sun series were. I mean, I don't see where they can kind of the other teams are running him off the floor because you put a shooter camped out in that corner, you get him away from the rim. If he's not by the rim, he's not as effective. And like I say, he doesn't kill you on offense in the post if you put someone smaller on him. I think this is a better series for him because now he just has to guard the post and protect the rim. So I mean, he might get him into foul trouble to get him off the court, but we'll see. We got a obviously Cat and Aaron Gordon is going to be an interesting matchup. With Aaron Gordon making those cuts and dives to the rim. I think if I'm the Suns, I mean the Wolves, I don't overreact too much to Jokic just post ups. I think you let him and Rudy Gobert go one on one, and you worry about let Cat just stay home and worry about those cuts and stuff. Obviously, if Jokic scores 50 in this series and we lose, then you got to tip your hat to him. But we got our best big defender on him, who is not that much of a pushover in the post. Well, he isn't a pushover at all in the post. It's just when you bring him away from the rim. So you got to keep him by the rim, and then that helps him too because now he can protect the rim too. So if we end up losing with Jokic scoring 50, but he has 2 assists, then I'm living with that.
The other thing we got to watch out in this matchup, the Timberwolves coach got hurt in that closeout game. He might not be on the bench for them. Postseason coaching matters more than ever. We saw that with the Heat last year. That could be something that bites them in game one.
If I'm him, I'm a soldier. Someone wheelchair me to the bench, and I'm just sitting down the whole time. Let's get it.
I feel you. I feel you.
I'm wheelchairing to the bench, and then someone wheelchair me off after the game. I'm sitting down the whole time. I'm gonna have my assistant stand up and yell if we need to, and call the timeouts.
I'm with you there 100%. I guess if I got to make a pick for this one, I'm gonna go Nuggets too. I got same pick as you. I'm gonna go Nuggets in 6 games.
It's tough, man. Ant being young and athletic, I mean, KCP is obviously a great defender, but he may give them some problems, and then Jokic's just not a rim protector that much either. So Ant's athleticism and just how much of a star he's been playing like can cause some issues, but obviously the Nuggets are well-oiled machine. So let's get it.